earlier this year, we decided to keep back some lambs in order to start our own small flock, with the hopes that in spring we'll get our own lambs and the mothers will raise them, which will be a lot easier than bottle raising lambs, and still hopefully just as cute. And when we made that decision, we knew we were gonna need better shelter. Unfortunately, I am sitting above where a barn should be, and we are a week into December already, and thankfully the weather's been pretty mild and seems like it's going to continue to be mild for the next week or two. Hopefully it stays that way, but we know that winter is coming and the snowiest months are still yet to come, and the coldest months are still yet to come. So while we wait, maybe not that patiently, for the folks to come and start building the barn, we decided that we had to move to plan B to set up some more substantial shelter for the lambs in the next month or two, and then with the hopes of sooner than later moving them to the new barn space. So enjoy the video. And here's our new puppy Mars, and she is a handful and really sweet and fun and cute. Yeah. We have this shelter, the shed shelter thing that we built 2 years ago, and in order just to feel a little bit better about the sheep and their care for this cold season, we're kind of modifying it a little bit. So we had a greenhouse that is falling apart due to a really bad hailstorm we had a few years ago. So I took out some of the roof panels and we are lining the inside of this, so that way they still get some sunlight through, but it's going to block the wind and give them a much warmer, drier shelter for, well, depending however long it takes to actually build the barn. Another modification we made, these two are the friendliest ones. This is our ram, who is, he wants to be nice, but he is feeling a little hormonal still. So I don't really go in with him without something between him and me, because he is really into headbutting right now, but he also really wants attention, so that's nice. Yeah, you're sweet. But another modification we made is we had this shed split in half right down the middle, so that we could theoretically split the pasture into 2 zones and we could have shelter on both halves. But because they might be in here for another month or more, we wanted to increase the space a little bit more, so we moved the middle divider panels to the outside. So we're going to make a really nice draft-free cove here for them, filled with dried grasses. These panels really should do a lot to block out the wind and still allow sunlight in, giving them a really cozy space. I'm just using a heavy-duty shears to cut these greenhouse panels. It's sort of bittersweet to start dismantling that thing, but it's really just been falling apart ever since that hailstorm, and it's good to have another use for it. And it'll come in handy forever, you know, like even with a barn, having a good, safe, dry shelter on this half of the property is really going to be beneficial. And it worked out convenient that we can block off 3 of the slats, so really sheep height all the way around, and they'll still get really good ventilation, which is really still an important part of shelters, so it's working out really well. We were originally thinking that we'd have to put some sort of strip across here to make sure that the sheep wouldn't bite at it, but it's attaching so flat and well that I'm not really worried about it. I don't think they'll pick at it too much. Quality control over here. Sheep. I don't want to go in here with him. Oh boy. He loves the camera. The moon is up. We just brought over a bunch of these corral panels that I bought from a family member. This was not our plan originally to do this over here, but this way, if we get a deep snow, I don't have to be stressing about the fencing shorting out or anything. I'm putting an electric fence on the outside of it that has a higher ground wire, so that way we can handle the snow. So in a little bit we'll move the sheep in here, and this will be their new space until the barn is built. I feel really good about this. There's the moon. we have the sheep in for the night. We're not exactly sure how they're gonna react to a new type of fencing, so I'll probably check on them before I go to bed. But looks like they found the hay. They have nice warm shelter. They should be good to go.